Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, everyone, for coming out today. It really is an incredible day for our franchise as we welcome DeWanna Bonner, who is one of the greatest players in WNBA history, to the Indiana Fever. You know, I think when we talk about the greatest players in the history of the WNBA, DB doesn't get mentioned enough. But when you look at her resume, there are very few people that compare to all of the accomplishments that she has put on her resume thus far. She, with just 7 points, will become the third all-time leading scorer in WNBA history. Among active players, she is second in rebounds, steals, and three-pointers made. She has played in more playoff games than any player in the history of the WNBA, missing the playoffs only one time in her illustrious career. She has 2 WNBA championships, countless All-Stars, made it to the finals and semifinals on numerous occasions, including the last 2 years with Steph in Connecticut. And arguably, those were 2 of her best statistical years of her career. I like to tell DB often, she's like fine wine. She gets better with age. And what truly makes DB really special is her drive to win. This is my 3rd time having the opportunity to work alongside DB. And since her rookie season in 2009 in Phoenix, when you ask DB what is most important to her, the answer has never changed. I just want to win. And it's the same today as it was in 2009. And so we're so lucky to get this incredible, incredible basketball player to join the Indiana Fever. But I can tell you, I am equally as thrilled to have DeWanna Bonner, the person, join us. You guys are going to love getting to know her. She's an unbelievable mom to Callie and Demi, a tremendous teammate, and a really loyal friend. So DB, thank you for believing in our vision. Welcome to Fever.
Thank you.
Not sure we have much more to say after that,
Right.
but we'll start with Scott.
Feel like you can be most impactful to a younger team that's on the rise at the moment?
This decision was kind of selfish. I thought about me, my family. My kids are 3.5 hours up the road, so that was huge. So just getting an opportunity to spend a little bit more time with them, and also joining a team that's just impressive. I think everybody's seen the second half of their season, and it was an unbelievable season. And I just felt like they had a dynamic core, and I just wanted to be another puzzle piece into what they had. And hopefully I can give my knowledge, my leadership, and give it to these young players, so when I retire they can pass along. So I feel like they're young, but I also feel like they're a great young. They don't need too much coaching and too much leadership. They kind of figured it out themselves, and I'm just hoping that I can add to it and make basketball a little easier for them, and as well they can make it a little easier for me.
We'll go to Tony.
Tony East with the next. DeWanna, you mentioned the impressive second half of this team last year. You also went against them in the postseason. What stood out about the group in that setting, and in what way did that influence your decision to come here?
I just think the fight. The first game, of course, I feel like it was a little bit of a shock. And the way they came out the second game, all we kept saying was like, no, we can't take it back home. We can't take it to Indy. We can't take it to Indy because of the crowd. But the way they came out and fought and almost got that second game just shows the type of players that they have and the vision that they want to go to. And me, I want to win. I'm a winner. I feel like that's kind of been where I am my whole career, and I don't see myself taking a step back. And I just feel like just adding to what they have that we could take this thing to a different level.
Yeah, Chloe Peterson, Indy Star. I have one for both DeWanna and Steph. Obviously, DeWanna, how did Steph coming here impact your decision? And then Steph, just what does she bring, or what did she bring to Connecticut that she can also bring here?
I don't know if Steph had much of an impact more than Amber and Kelly, honestly. Steph kind of just let me, sit back and make my own decision. She's just been a great friend for me and a great mentor for me, and she took my game to a different level, her and the coaching staff at Connecticut. So I feel like I had my best seasons in Connecticut with them. Just learned a lot under them. So, of course, it was just going to be like, okay, I don't have to learn a whole new system 15 years in. Like, that's kind of crazy. So that kind of impacted my decision there. But I think it was more so Amber. I've been with her for, 4 years? Every year that she's been in this league, she's come after me and, made me feel important, made me feel like I'm going to be well taken care of. And I trust her and I trust the vision of this franchise. So I'm just lucky to be a part of it 15 years in on a franchise that's growing so much for women's sport.
Yeah, I think from that standpoint, yes, I wanted DB to be able to feel free from the pressure of us when she was making her decision, because it was a difficult decision. She knows us, and I say us because it's not just me. Like, our staff is I feel like one of the best staffs, if not the best staff in the league, and because we understand how to work well with one another, because we each have strengths that are the other person's weaknesses, but we also are highly focused on putting our players in positions to be successful. So we didn't really have to sell DB on that. She knew kind of who we were, and we're a collective kind of one, right? But as far as wanting DB here, I mean, that was a no-brainer. She is a Hall of Famer, number one. She is a great teammate, number two, and she's a tremendous leader. And it doesn't have to be vocally; it's by example in everything that she does. You don't play this long at this high of level in this league without understanding on a daily basis what it takes to be great and what it takes to be successful. And so, just being around her, our young players can learn about that. And I think the second thing is she fits where we are. She fits how we want to play. She fits the personnel that we have. I love her reference of being a puzzle piece. I mean, we have a young core that we're building around. She doesn't have to, we don't have to run her through the ringer like we've had to in the past. But it's a huge piece because of her ability to do what she does on the floor, and because of who she is in the locker room, and because of the wisdom that she can present to our team on a daily basis.
James Boyd, The Athletic. DeWanna, you and Caitlin had a moment in the playoffs last year, pretty fun one, but how do you think that competitive spirit between you two can push each other? And then secondly, how do you think it can fit with her, just complimentary-wise on the court, play style?
I'm glad you asked that question, because my inbox has been going crazy about that moment, but I think it's just two competitive players that want to win and push their team to get over the finish line. It's playoffs, so emotions are high, tension is high, but I can be more excited to step on the court with Caitlin. We actually had a great workout this morning, and I think we just feed well off each other. So I'm just here to hopefully, give my little leadership advice. I don't feel like I need to push her to be any type of player that she isn't already is, and I'm just happy to be here, and I hope that I can give her some knowledge to take her game to a different level, so when I retire, she can pass that along, to other players. Coming to this league is not easy by any means, and especially her path, but to see what she's already done for this league and in this organization is kind of insane, and you don't see that a lot in rookies. So hopefully, like I said, I can make her life a little easier. Not just her, the whole team, but hopefully she can make my life a little easier.